Well, good morning, Knicks Nation. Good morning to you all. I hope you're all enjoying this holiday weekend. I hope you're safe and healthy and that your family is also safe and healthy. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, who work along with the first responders 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year to save lives. Those also that pick up garbage to keep our places clean. We don't really appreciate how clean some of our neighborhoods are kept by people that pick up garbage until you go to other nations and you see it. Then blessings upon those that make delivery of things like mail and food and water for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women that are out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover. The teenagers and children that are the victims of the heinous crime of human trafficking, sex slavery, child molestation, and pedophilia. Blessings upon those that are helping them and people that are being helped from areas like prostitution and child prostitution, pornography and child pornography. Let me tell you something about pornography. The women don't enjoy the sex that is being filmed. They're acting. It's only for the consumption to make us lower as human beings. And then child pornography, anyway, curses upon the perpetrators, curses upon those who profit from it, and curses upon the perverts that create the demand for the industry. Finally, double blessings on the homeless. Nearly 600,000, even right now in January, 600,000 people, men, women, and children, and increasingly senior citizens, homeless in the United States of America. And there's millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs in the kingdom. Greetings to the chat. Greetings to all of you who have shown up this morning. Greetings to King John, Mr. Nick, Royce, DMF, Michael Drake. Greetings, my brother, Organic Fanatic, King John, 1985, Victor Rivera, Kubar Dobbins, Frankie. Greetings to Sister Felicia Lee. Greetings to my brother, Guilford McCormick. Greetings to Joseph. Greetings to Miss Nancy Stevenson, Woli Manma. Greetings to Kendall Buchanan, Marshall L., Andrew Kim, Smooth B. Greetings to all of you all. Chris Howell, Coach Hauser, glad to see you as usual. Jeff Abramson, Roberto Mendez, Cool Kyle G. Greetings to all of y'all. Hope you all are all being blessed this weekend. Hello, Alfonso. Greetings to all of you. We have a few things to discuss. Knicks Nation. Good morning, Stu Kids Studios. We have a few things to discuss. Peace, iStream. First of all, it's been now 39 games. So there's 2 more games to reach the official halfway point of the season. And so we got 2 more games. But as of 39 games, the Knicks are 23-16. Now, this is larger than you actually realize. We're going to talk more about this in a second. But coming through the schedule that they came through, okay, they're 23-16. Now, let me explain something to you. I don't know if you've all looked at this yet. Maybe you have. Maybe I'm not the only one to see this, and so that's fine. But if you look at the standings in the Eastern Conference, okay, you will notice that the Knicks away record, their record away from Madison Square Garden is 12-12. Okay, you'd see that. In fact, the top 7 teams in the East, which the 7th now is Miami, all have winning records, 500 or better on the road. Okay, so everybody's played pretty good on the road, but there is a major difference I would like to point out here that's going to affect the Knicks going forward. The Knicks are 12-12 on the road. Okay, so not only does that tell you that they're 500, it also tells you that at this point in the season, and we're not even halfway through the season yet, the Knicks played 24 road games. Okay? So y'all get that so far? So not only are they 500 now, but they played 24 road games. And we're not even at the halfway point. Okay? Yeah, we're going to talk about Deuce and Flynn and all that in a second. But I want y'all to hear this. So the Knicks have played 24 road games. Okay? Now, look here. Philadelphia's only played 17 road games. Indiana's only played 17 road games. Cleveland's only played 16 road games. Milwaukee's played 17 road games. Boston played 20 road games. Miami has played 20 road games. The only team in the East that is close to the Knicks is Orlando, and they play 21 road games. Now, why is that important? If you recall a couple weeks ago, in one of the videos, I was talking about how Orlando was fourth in the East. Okay? And I told you I didn't think that was sustainable. Not this year, because of how young they are. They're very talented, and they're going to be a problem in the near future. But fourth in the East was a little high for a team so young. Okay, got to give Mosley a lot of credit for what he's done, but I didn't think. Now look at this now, because they played 21 games on the road, and look, they've lost 3 straight. This is Orlando. They've lost 3 straight, and they're 3-7 in their last 10. Why? Because now they're getting their road games. See, the Knicks come through that hell already. The Knicks got 17 more road games to play for the rest of the season. Okay? Milwaukee's got 24 more to play. Cleveland's got 28 more to play. You know what I'm saying? They got more road games to play. So the harder part of the schedule of our opponents is more difficult. The Knicks are now, for the next, they got 17 more road games to play for the next 43 games. So that means they got 26 games at MSG. At MSG. Now look at this. The Knicks have only played at home this year. The Knicks have only played 15 games. They're 11-4 at home. Look at this. Boston has played 19 games at home. Milwaukee has played 22 games at home. Philly has played 20 games at home. Indiana's played 21 games at home. Cleveland's played 21 games at home. The Knicks have only played 15 games at home. Okay? Now, this is what the backdrop is going forward. The Knicks are going to be playing a lot of games at home. They're already 11-4 at home. And look. They're just getting their lineup together. Okay, they're just getting their lineup together. They're not on all cylinders yet. And they got 26 more games at home. Brethren, this is looking pretty good. I'm trying to tell you, this is looking pretty darn good, man. And so I'm hopeful, I'm very confident that the Knicks could end up with the 3rd seed. They could. Well, with the 4th seed for sure. And I'm very confident they can win 50 games. See, my confidence got shook when Mitch Rob went down. I admitted that. I was depending on Mitch Rob for 65 games to get 50 wins. But Isaiah freaking Hartenstein. 20 rebounds. Last night, look, did y'all see the game? Because if you look at the stats, they could be a little bit deceptive. I want to tell you, from my perspective, Julius played a horrible game last night. He said it, and he was right. Dante was terrible last night. And I'm talking about, and everybody's looking at how much they scored. I'm not talking about how much they scored. I'm talking about defense. Dante's defense was bad. Julius's was bad. But Hartenstein, OG, and Deuce came to play defense last night. That's why that G League team they played against only scored 94 points. And then Hart and Grimy coming off the bench. And by the way, if you look at the minutes distribution, Tibbs only played 8 guys last night. He played Precious for 6 minutes. He played only 8 guys. Grimes, Hart played more than 10 minutes. Okay. And who else? There was somebody else that played more than 10 minutes. He only went 8 deep last night, really and truly. He didn't, it wasn't like he played a bunch of guys. Let me look at this thing closer. I can give you more exact numbers. But he played, Malachi. He played Malachi 10 minutes, Hart 29, Grimes 15. He only went 8 deep last night. Okay, he only went 8 deep. Okay, and one thing I was solidified about Tom Thibodeau last night. You see, one of the things I was a little murky about him, but I got it now. See, Tibbs does not like to play a lot of different guys because he wants to know, like, he wants no surprises. He wants no surprises. He knows who he wants to play. He knows what he can expect. And that's why he doesn't play. Y'all that keep pining for him to go 10 deep, he's not going to do it. He barely, last night, he played 8. And so he plays who he trusts, and he trusts who he knows can play the way he wants to play basketball. Okay? Now, one change that we talked about last week that I think must be made. We talked last week about the heavy minutes Brunson was playing. And we talked about this, and we were saying that there's no way he's going to be able to continue to play 38 minutes a night. He's just not. And what was killing me, Knicks Nation, is all this daggone stupid talk. Well, he has to because they have nobody else. That is a hot pile of cow dung. They got Deuce McBride, and he could ball. Wait a minute. Where are y'all that was last year talking about, well, he could play some defense, but he can't shoot. He has no offense at all. He's awful on offense. How many idiots was out there talking that? Huh? And I'm going to tell you about Flynn in a second. But how many idiots was out there talking about, or he could play, Deuce could play defense, but he's got to learn how to shoot. Even this week, Deuce can't get more minutes until he learns how to shoot. I'm like, well, some of y'all just need to shut up. Don't say nothing. Because every time you open your mouth, you sound stupid. Okay? Thanks for Woody Woodpecker for the $5. Deuce was let loose. Only thing, if you was actually paying attention, and if you ever saw Deuce at West Virginia, and then you saw him in the G League, Deuce always had a jumper. That ain't just show up. Deuce could always play make. It was killing me listening to some platforms about, can he play make? I was like, what's wrong with some of y'all? Do you just need to be negative because you're a New York Knicks fan or a platform? Do you just need to be negative to think you're going to get some props for that? I don't understand. Deuce always had a jumper. I told y'all. What was the difference last night? Minutes. See, you can't play any NBA player 1 minute one game and 5 minutes the next game, then be surprised that he can't shoot right. You can't do that. The reason IQ was so good was because he knew he was getting 20 minutes every night, sometimes more. He knew that. So he knew what to expect. He can get in his rhythm. And see, Deuce, until this season, and not even all this season, Deuce did not have that. But Deuce always had the talent. And so some of y'all that just look at last game and say, well, he can't shoot. I mean, I was like, what the hell's wrong with some of y'all? Do you actually do any scouting at all? Like, do you do any film watch? Do you look at anything? And we still got doubters. Some of y'all should be changing sides now and stop doubting. Because homie could play ball. Okay? Deuce could ball. He always could ball. He just can't get the minutes. So let's talk about that. Kid Funkadelic, thanks for the $10. Deuce looked like to be everything you said he was. iHeart has been everything and more. Knicks fans are ahead of where people thought we would be in this schedule. That's exactly right. We are ahead of what 23. It's 23-16, y'all. How many people thought the Knicks would be 7 games over 500 at game 39? No, seriously. How many platforms, aside from mine, how many platforms was actually talking about the Knicks going to be, they're going to be on a winning record, top 5 in the East? How many were talking that? No, come on. So look, this is what needs to happen. And I'm hoping it will happen because it's between Tom and Brunson. That's what this is about. Really and truly, Deuce McBride needs to play a minimum of 15 minutes a game. He could really play 20 minutes like quick. You know, he could do that. And this is how you do it. This is how you do it. First of all, you play. All you got to do recently is add up, take 48 minutes, subtract Brunson's time, and you'll see how many minutes Deuce get. There's 48 minutes at the point guard position. Every position on the floor has 48 minutes worth of playing time. So if Brunson gets 38 minutes, Deuce was getting 10. Can't do that. Can't do that. It's not sustainable. Okay? As tough as Brunson is, that's not sustainable. And all of this talk about, well, we don't have anybody else, we have to play him that many minutes, is bullcrap. It really is. Cherokee Indian, thanks for the $5. My brother, man, it was good to meet you, man, in New York. I hope we get to do that again. Knicks Fan Crack Babies YouTube channel. What do we expect? That's right. But look, you can play Brunson 30 minutes or 32 minutes. Okay, then you got 16 minutes for Deuce. And then you could play Brunson and Deuce together. You don't got to play them together all game. You could play them together for like 3 to 5 minutes. Y'all see what I'm saying? So if you do that, Deuce stays on the court for a good, 20 minutes, 18 to 20 minutes. And if he knows every night he's going to get that, you're going to see a lot of nights like you saw last night, like you saw against Philly. You're going to see a lot of nights like that. Thorpe, Baldy, what's up, man? Deuce contract is a bargain. By the end of the year, everyone will want. Exactly. Which brings me to Malachi Flynn. Malachi Flynn. If y'all go back, I liked Malachi Flynn out of San Diego State. There were 3 guys at the end of the first round I really liked. It was Malachi Flynn, it was Desmond Bane, and it was Tyrese Maxey. I liked all 3 of those guys. I didn't know who the Knicks were going to take. They ended up taking IQ. Okay, fine. I'm happy with IQ, but I like Malachi Flynn. Malachi Flynn, I told you at the time, I thought he could really make an impact on the Knicks. He was at San Diego State, the defensive player of the year his last year there. The defensive player of the year in his conference. Yeah, he was that's what turned me on about Malachi Flynn. He could play some defense. Now, he went to Toronto. Toronto had Fred VanVleet. They had Kyle Lowry. There wasn't a lot of time. And he was in kind of like the Deuce situation, getting thrown in inconsistently so he couldn't get his rhythm. Okay? Well, let me tell you something. He's not going to be able to get rhythm here either. Okay? What do you think? Brunson's going to be traded? No. And y'all saw Tom started Deuce last night. Tom is fair. Once he decides his pecking order, I don't care who they get. That's the pecking order. So now it's Brunson with Deuce as the backup. That's what you got. And if you watch the games, you will know Dante is plenty capable of playing point guard as well. Dante DiVincenzo can play some point guard. Okay, so you got that covered. So where does that leave Malachi? He's not going to be able to get the minutes unless JB sits. When JB sits, Malachi Flynn will get his time because he's going to be backing up Deuce. But you're talking about a 3rd string point guard. And I'm telling you, Malachi Flynn is better than that. You're not going to get that. He's not going to get minutes on the Knicks. The Knicks are too stacked. I mean, as simple as that. The Knicks are too stacked. He's not going to get minutes on the Knicks, but he needs to get minutes. So what does that mean? He's coming into his extension year. So that's right. So JL is right. He becomes a trade chip. Like I told you, he was a throw-in. He becomes a trade chip. Okay? And when I say throw-in, I don't mean that he's a bad ball player. Listen, I think Malachi Flynn could ball, but he's not going to play in front of Deuce. So I heard people say on, well, he's going to compete with Deuce. No, he's not. He ain't compete with Deuce for no minute. That's like saying Deuce is going to compete with Jalen Brunson. Oh, really? Some people tripping. No, Deuce is the backup point guard for the New York Knicks, period. The thing is with that, we got to have Brunson play a little less minutes, okay? Like I said, he can't be playing 38 minutes a night and make it through the playoffs. It's just not going to happen. So he needs to back down 32, 30 minutes, and then let Deuce take up that slack, who's more than capable of doing that. But as far as Malachi Flynn, he's not going to be able to play. And that's what some people don't think about when they're naming players. We need to go get Brogdon. Okay, you want to get Brogdon? What? You think they trading J Hart? You think they trading Josh Hart? Because if they're not trading Josh Hart or they're not trading Quentin Grimes, they're not getting Malcolm Brogdon. Because he won't play. See, y'all. And I keep hearing these, well, the Knicks are going to make another move. Or are they? Okay, tell me who's leaving. Who's leaving? Who's leaving? Deuce ain't going nowhere. I'm going to tell you right now. Well, first of all, by league rules, Deuce cannot be traded until next season. So he ain't going nowhere. So, and if you think that Tom Thibodeau is going to let the Don trade Josh Hart, I got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. You cannot trade Precious until next season. He's not able to be traded this year because of the way he came in. He's not able to be traded. You can't trade him till after July 1st. So you can't trade Precious. Okay? You can't. So who's leaving? So now it comes down to Grimes. Okay, so you think they're going to trade Grimes for Brogdon? I don't think so. Okay, I don't think so. So this summer, and this is the thing. That's what I've been telling y'all from before the season. Let me bear. I want somebody to bear witness. Did I not tell you before the season even started? Let these dogs run. Don't make no moves. And then come May, evaluate what you have and decide then what you're going to do. Did I not say that to y'all? Now, I told you 5 months ago about the OG move. That when OG made the move with the agent stuff and that they had that brother from Nigeria by the gonads and they were going to pull it. But I thought they would do it in the summer. I didn't know they would do it in the middle of the season. I have to say, I didn't know they would do it then. But it now all makes sense based on the fact that IQ wanted to start. And I told y'all, there's multiple teams that will start IQ. Multiple teams, I told you. He could start for San Antonio, Washington, Toronto, Minnesota. There were multiple teams where IQ could start. Okay? And so that's what triggered the move. Because now Ujiri, who is another form of Danny Ainge, Jack the Ripper, he had to say, okay, I'm going to lose OG for nothing. I done already lost Fred VanVleet for nothing. If I can get IQ, we can get this done, Don. Leon said, okay, we can do that. Done deal. Okay? That's why I got done. So, but at this point, no more moves. You want to see what you have, whether it's good, bad, or ugly, whatever it is. You want to see what you have, brethren. Stop begging for more moves. Okay? It's not going to happen because you want to see how far can these horses take you. Now, like I said, man, if the Knicks could get to the Eastern Conference Finals this year, what the hell we need to be making trades for? All you got to do is bring back the band. I told you guys last year, bring back that same team. They're winning 50 games. And I got shaky on it when Mitch Rob got hurt. I got shaky on it. I did. I said, oh, shoot, what are we going to do? But then here come Hartenstein. And the thing about Hartenstein that I think we all agree on, even last year, is Hartenstein was more available. I mean, he's proven it. He played all 82 games last year, and he's played all the games this year. Hartenstein is more available. And you know Tibbs, he needs available, right? I mean, he loves when he could call on you and you there. That's Deuce too. He could look down there, Deuce, here he come. Okay? And Hartenstein is like that. He knows Hartenstein's available. To me, that's what now makes Hartenstein the starter. It's not that I don't believe Hartenstein is a better offensive rebounder than Mitchell Robinson. I don't even believe he's a better defender than Mitchell Robinson. He's definitely not as athletic as Mitchell Robinson, but he's there. He will dive on the floor. And this kid is tough as nails. And he does board like with the best of them, okay? You can't get 20 rebounds. You know, it's killing me. I was looking at Bleacher Report, man. I see some of the craziest things on Bleacher Report. I ain't going to front. Some knucklehead was grading the players from last night's game. So they gave Deuce an A. How are you going to give Hartenstein a B+? I don't get that. How can a guy that plays defense the way he plays it and get 20 rebounds for you get a B+ in the game? I don't understand it. How the hell? What? I was like, B+. Was you watching the game? I was like, I couldn't believe it. I said, who is this knucklehead? You got to get that brother an A+. You got to get that brother an A+. 20 rebounds? How you get 20 rebounds and play the deep? Only 3 of the stars are playing defense last night. Deuce, Hartenstein, and OG. Randle played none. And I don't know what. I thought after about the third quarter, I said, Dante must have been partying in Memphis. I heard Memphis, you could get off a little bit. I'd never been there. But I said, Dante must have a girlfriend or something in Memphis because homie was not in it on the defensive end of the floor. He just wasn't. Okay, he was not into it. Only 3 guys was playing defense on. And then Grimy came in. He was playing defense. Hart came in. He was playing defense. And Flynn was playing defense. Those 3 dudes came off the bench was balling on defense. So that's what helped the Knicks. Drew was playing offense. And then I have to give it to Dante, though. As horrible as that brother was on defense, the dude, again, big shot after big shot, Dante was hit. I ain't going to front. He was. Drew was playing all right. Again, a couple of stupid shots, dumb shots. Like if a big man makes a big defensive play, if somebody dives on the floor and gets the ball, right, or makes a steal, you want to make sure when you come to the other end that you appreciate that hustle by taking a good shot. A couple of times, Hart dove on the ball, Deuce got a steal, and Drew came down and just chucked up a 3. And I was like, dude went through, bust his onions to get you the basketball. And all you're going to do is chuck up a 3? I mean, come on. That kind of stuff was bothering me. That's why I said, and Drew admitted, he said, Drew said it himself. He said, I was awful last night. He was. His stats were good, but defensively, he has got to, but then again, if you want to look at it on a macro level, Drew has been involved defensively this year, more than any year that I've ever seen him. He's been more consistently on the point defensive-wise this year. I have to give that to him. He played like crap last night, though. And Dante, like I said, I can't explain. I don't know what happened. But he has got to be better on defense than that. He really has got to be better on defense than that. Okay? So, a couple of things I think we can put to rest. That we need another backup behind Jalen Brunson. That was making me mad. I heard people saying, we need another backup behind Jalen. Maybe we can get another point guard. I was like, every time they say that, I'm like, oh, you just hate Deuce McBride, huh? Or you just dissing Deuce, huh? Or he can't play now, huh? Can we put that crap to rest? Knicks Nation, can we put that crap to rest? Can Deuce play? Can he shoot? Can he defend? Can he play make? I think we can put that crap to rest. Okay? We got a backup point guard. We got a backup point guard. We don't need nobody else. Okay? We don't. We good. Okay? Yeah, it is, Andrew. AA says similar to Miami last year. Yep. It is. But I think this team is better than because Miami came from the 8th seed last year, from the play-in. Miami came from the play-in to make the finals last year. I can't remember. The only team I remember doing that was the 99 Knicks. Okay? The 99 Knicks. Remember, 99 Knicks went from the 8th seed to the finals. That's what Marcus Camby and Spree and them. They went from the 8th seed to the finals. Last year, Miami went from the 8th seed, like the play-in, to the finals. So that was way more than anybody. But the Knicks this year are a better team. They are. I mean, right now, the Knicks are tied for the 5th seed in the East right now. And like I said, they're tied And that's the thing. The Knicks are tied for the 5th seed, but they have played way more away games than everybody else. Cleveland is in tied with the Knicks. Cleveland is 22-15. The Knicks are 23-16, right? But Cleveland's only played 16 away games. The Knicks have played 8 more away games than Cleveland has. So Cleveland's going to be playing their away schedule. Okay. The Knicks already played there. I'm telling y'all, this is looking really good. Okay. Now, the only thing is, can the Knicks, continue? Like, they're right now 11-4 at home. I'm not sure what that percentage is. If they can continue that percentage, let me see, 73% winning percentage at home. If they can continue that, this is going to be very interesting come April. This is going to be very interesting come April. Okay. Yeah, we're a better team than last year. I'm telling you, because and you know what? People get caught up in just because there's not wholesale changes made every year that they're not a better team. It's like people don't understand the power of continuity. Okay. And of course, you combine that with the media that hates the Knicks, and then the local media that think they jumping on some bandwagon by being negative about the Knicks. Platforms think they're getting some props because they I don't know, maybe they think they sound intelligent by being negative. But the Knicks had the continuity coming into this year. And Tom Thibodeau, that's very important to him because he wants to know what he can expect. Now, yes, big game tomorrow at Madison Square Garden against the Orlando Magic. Big game. Orlando, like I said, has lost 3 straight. They're 3-7 in their last 10. They're hungry to get back on track. Now, I don't believe they can because they're too young right now. Now, next year, Pablo Banchero is that dude. And they've been missing Franz Wagner for a couple of games now. And they're just young, okay? But they're really good. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job with that team. So we have to be ready to play. Now, so the Knicks got to take this seriously. And, based on what I love about what Julius said after last night's game, when he said I was awful. That's a recognition, which we all know. When is the last time you heard Julius take responsibility like that and say, I was awful? I mean, really, I can't remember him ever doing that. Do y'all remember him ever saying, I was awful last night? I need to get better. Have you ever heard Julius say that? I don't think I have. Any of y'all? I don't really think I have heard him say that before. So that was, to me, a big time attitude adjustment. And then you heard that thing where he said, I just tell myself, calm the F down and keep playing. Wait, I've never heard Julius with that type of attitude. He usually is not taking that kind of responsibility. That, brethren, is a major thing. Why? Julius is considered, if you will see it if you're watching the Knicks, he's the elder statesman on this team. All of the young guys respect him big time. Deuce will defer to him. Quentin Grimes will defer to him. RJ, when he was here, deferred to Ju. They all do that. The only guy that doesn't defer to him is Brunson. That's it. Everybody else does what Ju say. So if Ju is in a good attitude, it's always a good situation for the Knicks as a whole. And what the things he said this week, that's what I have confidence tomorrow. Because with him saying I play awful and I got to be better, shoot, man, that's good for the Knicks. Because he, like it or not, Julius Randle is kind of like a attitude bellwether for the Knicks. He really is. And last night, I mean, just to be fair about it too, part of the reason the Knicks started off so slow is because Ju wasn't taking Memphis seriously. Y'all saw that, right? I mean, he really was nonchalant the first 2 quarters. Okay. And I was like, dude, are you going to realize this is an NBA game and you can lose this game? Because that's what it was. Okay. And Ju sets the tone. All right. And they came through. He came through second half. He came through second half. Dante came through second half. They started balling. Okay. Now, the thing is, tomorrow, I want to see what Brunson does. I want to see what Brunson does. Brunson sat out against Memphis, and that was a smart move. Need to do that. Memphis on the second night back-to-back, missing 8 players. Good move by JB, sitting out last night, getting treatment on that calf. Honestly, I would not be concerned if Brunson sat out again. I don't think he's going to do that though, but I don't want him playing 38 minutes. That's all I'm saying. If we could play him 30 minutes tomorrow and get Deuce them 18 plus, I think we'd be in good shape. Yeah, I think we're going to be in good shape. Yeah, that's the first time in Deuce McBride's career that he played the entire second half of a game. That's the first time. Okay. Only thing Deuce needed wasn't further development. What he needed was minutes. That's all he needed. And that's all he still needs is minutes. Now, he's not going to get 38 minutes now. But if he can get, like I said, 20, 18 minutes, and he knows he's going to get that every night, if he got that, you get a much, not just Deuce, but a better overall team for the Knicks, because that's going to lift the team. What you saw last night is a glimpse of G League Deuce. I mean, right? That's what you saw. You saw a glimpse of G League Deuce. That's what you saw. And it was always there. We just didn't give him a chance until now. Okay? And yeah, so it's all good though. So tomorrow, big game against Orlando tomorrow. Because Orlando is desperate for a win. Orlando is desperate for a win. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kendall's right. And that's what he said. He said he tells himself, shut the F up and play. He tells himself that. He said, I talk to myself now and I say, Julius, did you see that? He said, shut the F up and play. That's what he said. So, so it's all good, man. So, I like that attitude adjustment that he had. Now, Orlando's 21-18, okay? If Orlando was to lose tomorrow, they'd be 21-19. There'd be a nice big space between them and the rest of the dogs in the East, okay? So they're going to be desperate to win tomorrow, and they are really talented. The good thing is that what we're bringing up, Juju's attitude is he's not going to come out nonchalant. He's going to come out and he's going to want to, Juju. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but when Juju's ready to play, he usually has a pretty big first quarter. Isn't that right? Julius usually have a pretty big first quarter. When he comes out to play, he has a pretty big first quarter. And then if Brunson is, reasonably healthy, he'll have a good first quarter. Okay. So, this is going to be interesting to watch. I believe the game starts it's the game tomorrow. Tip-off is at 3 p.m. So, tip-off is at 3 p.m. So, here we go, man. Here we go. And again, the Knicks out-rebounded Memphis, I think, by 20 rebounds. Is that correct? I think they out-rebounded them by 20 rebounds last night. Like, they've been, again, one of the top rebounding teams in the NBA. Period. The Knicks have been. I mean, the Knicks got 56 rebounds. Yeah, they out-rebounded Memphis by 20. It's crazy. Okay, so all of you still pining for a backup power forward, could you please calm down? Can you please calm down? I think we're good. Okay, and what I loved about Josh Hart yesterday is he didn't play the greatest game either, but he makes winning plays. I mean, he does. He plays tough defense, and he makes winning plays. Man. I mean, shoot. Him and Dante, that's that Villanova thing. They know how to make big plays in the clutch. Both of them cats, man. So, look, y'all. All we need to do is play out our schedule. That's all. I'm telling you. That's all we need to do. Play it out our schedule. Flavor Phrase, thanks for the $5. What's your read on Grimes' lack of confidence? Also, Brunson's injury and Randle's time with the second unit tells me we need to add a piece. No, we don't need to add nothing. That's the whole point. We don't need to add a daggone thing, number one. With regard to Grimes, number two, he also needs consistency in terms of his minutes, in terms of his position. Remember, this guy was starting all of last year and the beginning of this year. So now he's not starting. So he needs consistency. He usually plays with Deuce in the second unit. Deuce started last night, so he didn't have that. One thing about Grimes, and this is the thing that kills me, people pay too much attention to offensive numbers. What is he doing defensively? Grimes is locking people down on the defensive end of the floor. Okay, he's been doing that. Y'all, some of y'all looking at his jump shooting numbers ain't realizing defensively. See, championships are won on the defensive end of the basketball floor. So my read on Grimes is he's playing great defense. He just needs minutes and consistency, and he needs to, one thing he does, he gets to his spots. He needs to consistently get to his spots, and they need to find him in his spots. It's interesting enough, Deuce is always looking for Grimes. A couple of times I thought, in the last couple of games, I thought Deuce should have shot the ball. He was looking for Grimes, and he gave Grimes the ball in his spots. Sometimes Grimes is going to hit 4 or 5 threes. Sometimes he's going to hit 1. That's the way it goes. But when you look at his overall stats, let me see, what is he shooting? What is Grimes shooting from 3-point for the season? What is he shooting? Let's take a look. What is Grimes shooting as far as 3-pointers for the season? Grimes is shooting. He's shooting 39% from 3. I don't get what people are tripping about. Grimes is shooting 39. That is 38.7 to be exact. He's 38.7 on about 5 attempts a game. I don't understand. What's wrong with that? Is there a problem? Flavor phrase, is there a problem with that? I don't understand. Is there a problem with that? He is shooting 39% on 5 attempts a game. Is there a problem? Is there a problem? What's the league average? I think it's 35, right? League average on 3, 35. He's turning 39. So my take on Grimes is people are tripping and need to calm the F down because Grimes is fine. Deuce is shooting 48%. Yeah, Deuce is shooting 48% from 3. See, that's the problem. That's the problem with Grimes. Deuce is shooting. So, you know, if Grimes and Deuce end this season at 40% from 3, I don't know what anybody would be complaining about. Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. He's shooting 39% from 3. What problem? And again, Grimes and Deuce are playing tremendous defense. Okay, tremendous defense right now. So I don't understand. My take on Grimes is people need to calm the F down and know how to read the game. A guy shooting 40% from 3 or close to it, 39% from 3 on 5 attempts and playing lockdown defense, I got no problem with it. I got no problem with it. So I don't know what anybody else is chipping. I really don't. Okay. It's the same people that say, you know, Deuce can play defense. He can't shoot. He won't get any more minutes until he learns how to shoot. And he shot the ball great, but can he play make? Oh my God, man. I mean, like really? Like really? It's almost like people that are supposed to be Knicks fans don't pay any attention until like a game comes. And if it's a bad game, the guy stinks. And if it's a great game, the guy's Hall of Fame. Oh my gosh, man. Anyway, no, my take on Grimes, and thanks for, what was it, $5? I didn't even see what you gave. Thanks for the $5 flavor phrase. Thanks for the $5. Yeah, Grimes ain't got no lack of confidence. Grimes is good. The Knicks are good. We don't need to add. So wait. If you're talking about adding a piece, again, let's review this. Okay. Tom Thibodeau plays 9 guys. Last night he played 8. Okay. He's a 9 rotation man guy. Okay. So your starters, okay, you got your starters. You got Hartenstein. You got JB, Dante, OG, and of course Juju, right? That's your starters. Your bench is Precious, soon to be Mitch Rob. But okay, Precious, Josh Hart, Quentin Grimes, and Deuce McBride. So what piece are you going to remove for the so-called piece that we claim to need? That's what I keep asking that question, and I'm not getting an answer from anybody. All of these people saying, well, there's one more move. We need to add a piece. Okay. Who's getting sent that you can add your valuable piece? That's what I want to know. Who's getting sent out that we can add a piece? And if you're talking about sending out Grimes, are you getting back a piece that can play that level of defense and shoot 40% from three? Are you getting a piece like that at rookie scale money? Huh? Wait. Grimes is still on his rookie scale deal. So are you going to get back a piece that you're going to get at that price with that production? If not, what the hell are you talking about? That's what I don't understand. Can somebody please help me? Because I don't understand that. Oh, yeah, Tibbs can get whatever he wants right now. He's going to get an extension. It's up to him. Tibbs is 65, okay? I think Johnny Bryant's going to take over eventually. That's what's going to happen. So don't even worry about all these other coaches. Johnny Bryant is there as the associate head coach, and he's going to take over when it's Tibbs' time to sit down. And Tibbs sits down when Tibbs feels like sitting down. Right now, Tibbs look pretty strong to me at age 65. Maybe because I'm also an old man. But I think Tibbs could go another 3 seasons. I see Tibbs gets another 5-year extension. Okay, I think he gets another 5-year extension. Parrish Duga, thanks for $2. Salute. Big Raw. Big up for Grimes, Deuce, and Sim. Yes. Thank you, sir. Doc Rivers may have a say in what? I don't understand that nice 7-1. Doc Rivers may have a say in what? There won't even be an interview process. Johnny Bryant will be named the next head coach whenever Tibbs decides he's going to retire. Period. Okay? That's it. Yeah, there's no question. Johnny Bryant the title is associate head coach. No, Doc Rivers? Wait. 718. Nice 718. I didn't know. Is Doc Rivers in the Knicks management? Is he even like a hired consultant? I don't know. Is he? Because as far as I know, Doc Rivers is not in the Knicks organization. So I can't say where he would have a say in any goddamn thing. I'm just wondering, where would he have a say in anything? He's not in the Knicks organization. Come on. One thing we have to understand that some of y'all still don't get yet is the Don keeps his circle tight and nobody comes in. Y'all need to understand that. The Don keeps his circle tight and nobody comes in. That once Nick, all Nick BS don't count here. Not in this. Doc Rivers have got no say in nothing. Nothing. It's like, we'll call you if we need you, but we don't need you. Yeah. Doc Rivers. What the hell? Doc Rivers isn't he commentating for ESPN? No, wait. I'm serious though. Isn't he now? Wasn't Doc Rivers just hired as a commentator? I'm just trying. I think he is, right? He's not like, I mean, he's not just out there living on the money he made, which he made good money now. But I'm saying, yeah, where is he, like an ESPN or something, right? I mean, I think he is. Okay, so no, Doc Rivers has no say in the Knicks head coach. The Knicks next head coach, mark my words, is going to be Johnny Bryant. And did you read the beautiful letter that Emmanuel Quickly wrote to Knicks Nation? Did y'all read that? Did you see what he said? The guys closest to him, and he named Johnny Bryant. Do you think IQ is the only guy that feels that way about Johnny Bryant on the Knicks? There's a reason that he is called the associate head coach. He's the next coach. It's not going to be, and some of y'all still pining for, listen, I love Mark Jackson as much as anybody, but let's stop tripping. He ain't coming. Nobody else is walking through that door. It's going to be Johnny Bryant. That's your next head coach. Okay? It's going to be him. Now, I'm just wondering, if Johnny Bryant, is going to coach defense the way Tibbs is coaching defense. That's all. I don't know the answer to that question. I'm hoping that would be the case. I'm thinking that would be the case. I'm hoping Johnny Bryant coaches defense the way Tibbs coaches defense. That's the only thing. But he's the next head coach. There's no There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The only question is up to Tibbs. How long does Tibbs want to coach? Yeah, I know all y'all, fire Tibbs, okay. Grind that, go ahead and grind on that bone all you want. It's not going to matter. He's not going anywhere. Tibbs has done a tremendous job with the New York Knicks. Coming from where we were to where we are, anybody still pining to fire Tom Thibodeau is an idiot. I'm just going to say it just like that. If you still pining to fire Tom Thibodeau, you are a complete idiot. The Knicks were winning 21, 17, 22 games a year. This cat brought you from that to a top 6 in the East 2 out of his 3 seasons. And would have probably did in that one season if the Don didn't mess up and send him Fournier and Kemba. Probably would have got it then too. But no problem. 2 out of the last 3 seasons, top 6 in the East. And right now, top 5 in the East. And probably going to end up top 4 in the East. And y'all still complaining about him? And then I got these other knuckleheads. Oh, this is the one that kills me. I don't want to just keep getting bounced every year. Get bounced from what? You wasn't even in the conversation 4 years ago. What do you mean every year? I'd love to get bounced in the second round for the next 3 years. Because that's way better than where we were. But I don't think that's going to happen. Okay? I don't think so. Because if you're really paying attention, the Knicks are progressing. They're getting better and better each season. And the crew that we got, and again, you got your Stephen A. Stupids out there talking about we need a superstar. We need a superstar. I think we're doing pretty good without a superstar. I think we're doing pretty daggone good without a superstar. I think we are. Okay. How far? So if you told me we were going to get Giannis or we were going to get the Joker, okay. I'm with you on that. Okay. Because if we're going to get one of them cats, you're talking about NBA Finals now. But aside from that, I'm going to name like the top 5 players, like your Giannis, the Joker, Jason Tatum. Who am I missing? Luka. Not Kawhi, not PG-13. I'm trying to think who else. I mean, maybe Embiid, but Embiid, SGA yet. Booker is a great player, but he's a tier below those guys. In my opinion, he's a great player. I'm not saying Booker is not a great player, but he's a tier below those guys. If Booker was that, they should be top of the West right now. But they're not. Booker's a great player. Both ends of the ball. He's playing, right? But if he was all that, now he's got Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant on his team. Then are they the top of the East, West? Wait. Let me look at the standings. Who's in the top of the West right now? Where is Phoenix? I should find them easily at the top of the West. I mean, look, because you got Devin Booker's on the team, right? Let's see where they're at. Oh, goodness, they're at the 8th seed. Oh, and you're talking to me about Devin Booker? Stop looking at the basketball cards and let's look at the game. I'm not saying Devin Booker can't play. Devin Booker's a great player, but they're 8th in the West right now. Yeah, okay. Whatever excuses you want to use, they're 8th in the West right now. They're 8th in the West. You know what? I'm going to say something you won't like. I would rather have Ant than Devin Booker. Give me Ant. I'd rather have Ant. I'd rather have Ant right now because we're the Minnesota Timberwolves. Top of the West. Top of the West. Okay? Top of the West. Give me Ant. You want to give somebody that's going to make a difference? Give me Ant then. That's top of the West. Yes, SGA, definitely. We're in Oklahoma City right now. And Oklahoma City, top of the West. Top of the West. So either give me Anthony Edwards or SGA. You want to talk about, now we're talking about real game-changing players. Now, with a guy like a Devin Booker, you got to understand what he's going to cost you, right? So if he's going to cost you 3 of your starters plus some picks. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Okay. But Anthony Edwards, yep. Or SGA, yep. But you're not getting them, right? So realistically, you're not getting SGA. What? Sam Presti ain't stupid. You're not getting Anthony Edwards. Apparently, Minnesota ain't stupid either. You're not getting the Joker for daggone sure, and you ain't getting Giannis either. So you're not getting Tatum either. So what? Aside from those guys, there's nobody that's going to make that much of a needle move for the Knicks that's better than what they got right now. Okay, so the Knicks right now are in the top 5 of the East and pushing to get higher. What more do you want? Okay, I mean, I think some Knicks fans, unless you got 5 All-Stars starting, they just don't believe in the Knicks. Unless you got a backup all-star at every position, we're in trouble. So Luka, okay, if you were to say Luka, if you was to say the Joker, if you was to say Giannis, dudes like that. These are guys that will take you to the finals. Don't even say Embiid, because Embiid has played with a solid core for his whole career in Philly. They've never been to the finals. Embiid has played with, now he's playing with Tyrese Maxey, an up-and-coming star. He's played with James Harden. He's played with the guy's name, Ben Simmons. When he was All-Star. He's played, of course, he's had Tobias Harris, solid. At least, I'm not saying he's an All-Star, but he's solid. Has he been to the finals yet? Testing 1, 2, 3. Did I miss a year and Philly went to the finals? Did I miss a year? They ain't been to the finals yet. So why y'all pining about Embiid? You see, once a guy has a track record, and let me tell you something else. Can't speak on Jimmy Butler. Miami was in the finals last year. And Jimmy Butler was the catalyst, right? But Jimmy Butler is old, he's long in the tooth, and he's gonna cost you a lot of money. Okay, he's gonna cost you a lot of money. But we can't speak negative on Jimmy Butler. He took Miami to the finals last year. Okay, so yeah, that you gotta be real. Listen, and Jimmy Butler played with Embiid. Did they go to the finals? So let me ask you, the Joker got 2 MVPs. Has he been to the finals? The Joker got 2 MVPs. Has he been to the finals? Has Giannis, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, has he been to the finals? Tatum's got to prove he could take Boston to the finals. He's got to prove he could do it. Now, Boston was in the finals the year before last. Isn't that right? I think Boston was in the finals the year before last. So last year was Miami. I think the year before last. Right, Boston. Yeah, so Tatum's already proven himself to me. Him and Brown, right? So, so that's what I'm saying. Anybody you naming and you want to reduce the talent on the Knicks to get such man, you better be sure what you're talking about. Because don't be coming to me with Embiid and he ain't taken his team to the finals and he's been playing with all kind of all-stars. Where's the finals appearance? I don't see it. Kawhi has at least been to the finals, but he just re-upped with the Clippers. He's going to retire a Clipper. PG-13? I ain't seen no finals yet. LeBron been to the finals. AD been to the finals. Anthony Ambulance, at least, as much as he on crutches, he been to the finals. Anthony Ambulance been to the finals. Okay? And I would bet Anthony Edwards is going to take his team there one day. I don't know if it's this year. I would bet Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to take Oklahoma City there one year. I don't know if it's going to be this year, but I would place bets on them young cats to do it. Okay, so my point to you all is there's nobody that we could realistically get that's going to make the Knicks better than they are right now. Okay, I don't care if it's Devin Booker you want, Pascal Siakam you want. They're not going to make the Knicks better than they are right now. Yeah, I heard what Kamala said about RJ, and I heard the BS. I absolutely hate people that get on big platforms and down the Knicks players because they got traded. What, also an RJ contract was toxic, and it's a so-called insider. You know, I got the insider right here. You know what I'm saying? I got the insider right here, and I'm grabbing my privates. I got the insider right here. All of a sudden, RJ's contract was toxic. They got rid of softies. What the hell? I mean, why are you gonna talk about Knicks players like that? They got rid of softies. That's some BS. Do you know that Obi is on a team that's fourth in the East right now, playing a major role? Huh? Got rid of the song. I was like, I hate that, man. Don't start talking negative about our dudes. Just because they got traded don't mean they can't play. It wasn't about that. It was about fit. It was about fit. Obi fits better with Drew. I mean, can we all agree with that? It was RJ's already been going on for Toronto. And I believe IQ's going to be pushing for the All-Star nod next season. He is. So, no, it's not a family show. Some of y'all, let me just make sure y'all understand. In my videos, it always says over 18. This is not a family show. Maybe some other platforms are family shows. I don't consider my channel family shows. It's not. Okay? I try to be nice, but it's not a family show. And I don't care. I don't think Sunday's no holy day for me. Okay? So I'm raw Hebrew. I'm not raw Christian Sunday. I'm raw Hebrew. I'm just, all right? So we understand where we at. Okay? I'm just telling you. So I don't want to give you a because somebody said, why so much cursing last Sunday? I just deleted that. I said, okay, I'm not going to. I was like, what the hell? This is raw Hebrew. I put it in there. It's adult. It's adult. No, but Kinlaw, some people do take that mess very seriously. You know, they do. And I just want everybody to know, don't look for that here now. I'm trying to tell you. Don't look for that here. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you, Corey. I appreciate it, man. I'm trying to tell him, Castle King, trying to tell him. But okay, so tomorrow, big game. The Knicks are not on all cylinders yet. They're going to get there. Okay, they're going Jabroni is right, though. They're going to get there. Okay, they're not on all cylinders yet. They're going to get there. Okay, and yeah, it's just, I'm excited. I'm excited about this team, man. I'm excited about this team. Yeah, RJ's bully ball, he was never the super flashy dude, but who cares? He can play. He's a ball player. He's an NBA player. He can play, okay? Romeo, what's up, man? AA, what's up? Yeah, what? Zion's availability. Hey, man, if Zion could get under 270, nobody, everybody in the world would want him, and New Orleans wouldn't be giving him up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Melo ain't said nothing. You're right. No, I think you should end that with Melo ain't said nothing. Not nothing wrong, just ain't said nothing. Just leave it alone. Okay? Just leave it alone. Melo really, he should have his jersey hanging in the Knicks rafters too, And then I read where he said that he thinks that that Denver gave his number to somebody to erase his memory. I think Melo is in his feelings a little bit. I like Melo. I like Melo in all areas. I think he has matured as a man. He's a grown man, done his thing. I like Melo in all areas. I'm not holding against him any like this thing with the other woman and all that. You know, that goes with the territory of where he is being a multimillionaire and all that. But I love Melo, man. You know, but he gotta be careful what he talks in public. Gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. It was a joke. Yeah. You gotta be careful how he talks in public. Make him look bad, man. Just stay cool. And that's what I always think of Melo as. His nickname is befitting Melo. He should stay Melo. I think he should. Okay. Like I said, I love Melo. Melo's once to me now. That's where you say once a Knick, always a Knick. I know he had some of his best years in Denver, but once a Knick, always a Knick. Yeah, I think Bernard King's number should be retired. That's number 30, right? Bernard King, Angrill. Number 30, I think, was BK. That should be retired. His number should be retired too. There's no doubt. I think BK's number should be retired. Yeah, I seen Keon. Keon is interesting. Keon, he could be. I don't know how good he's going to be. He's still growing. He's a skinny little kid right now, so it's hard to tell. But he's a full. Keon is a full 6'5", 6'6" right now, right? He's not 6'8", but he's not finished growing. So we got to see where Keon ends up. But Keon is kind of smooth like his daddy. He's smooth. He got that buttery game like his daddy. But how good he's going to be, we don't know. Bronny is nice, and somebody said this a year ago, and I agree. Bronny, to me, reminds me of Marcus Smart. Okay, he's not going to be LeBron, but I think Marcus Smart is very good. So I think he can be like Marcus Smart. I think Bronny can be like that. I think right now, if the Knicks win tomorrow against Orlando, right? If the Knicks win tomorrow against Orlando, and that's it's a big game. Like, you can't take that for granted. So hopefully they could win tomorrow against Orlando. If they can beat Orlando tomorrow, then they follow up with that. They got to play Houston and they got a nice little home stretch here. So if the Knicks can win these next couple of games, a 50-game season is in the cards. There's no doubt. I still feel it strong, like they're going to win 50. But if they beat Orlando tomorrow, I think a 50-win season could be booked. It's going to be 50 wins for the Knicks. Because, like I said, they're just hitting their stride. Just hitting their stride. When they get, and don't let them get Mitchell Robinson back. If Mitchell Robinson comes back in March and plays in that second unit, we're going to be talking some stuff, man. I'm going to tell you that right now. If Mitch Rob comes back and plays in that second unit, Malik, I'm going to have to go with you on that. If he comes back in March and plays in that second unit, we talking 52 wins. We probably are. Yeah, I'm still sticking with 50. I've been saying 50 from before the season. Like I said, I was a little shaky on it when Mitch Rob got hurt, but Hartenstein's made my heart feel better. And then, of course, OG's now on the team. 50 is a good number. I still like 50. And if the Knicks happen to finish in the third seed, because if they finish in the third seed, that means they play the 6th seed, 3-6, right? So whoever the 6th seed is got a 7-game series against the Knicks. So we'll have to see. If they play in the 4th seed, they got to play against the 5th seed in the 7-game series, which was, interestingly enough, that would be Cleveland, right? They'd be playing Cleveland right now, Cleveland or Indiana. That would be a tough series, but the Knicks, I think, are the better team. But don't let them finish in the 3rd seed. There could be a problem. Yeah. So I'm saying there's 73% winning percentage right now at home. Okay. And they've only played 15 games at home. So that means you got right now, you got 26 more games to play at home. If they win 73% of them, that means they're going to win 19 more games. You add 19 games to to that, that's just, and they still got 17 games on the road. So if they can finish at 500 on the road, let's say they finish 9-8 on the road and then win 19 games, that's 28 more wins. That gets them to 51 wins. I think that's totally doable for them. Totally do. 51, 52 wins is totally doable. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm still sticking with 50 for now, but there's some ifs. You know, let's see if Mitch Rob can come back in March. Yes, Jules he's gonna be rough this postseason. I'm telling you, I've been telling y'all from the September. This is a different Juju. And he kind of proved it with what he's been saying this week. This is a different Juju. Juju's feeling real confident in his team. You know, and JB is really helping with that because Brunson is that dude. So, yeah, I think Juju going to shut up the haters this postseason. And I'm looking forward to it. My gosh, man. And if Tom Tibbs, to me, he has got to, if he's going to shorten his rotation to 8, it better be, well, he can't. Deuce got to play. Okay, Deuce has got to play. Grimes has got to play. Mitch Rob's got to play. Hart's got to play. So keep that 9-man rotation for the playoffs. Let all of them brothers ball, and I think we'll be in good shape. Because with Deuce playing the way he's playing, can you imagine Deuce McBride, Quentin Grimes, Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby? No, can you imagine that unit? OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, Deuce McBride, Quentin Grimes, and Josh Hart. Do you realize what kind of defense you're going to have? Do you know they're playing against second units? Like if they played the Celtics and Tatum's got to rest sometime. Or if they played the Bucks and Giannis has got to rest sometime. Or if they play Philly. I'm telling y'all. I'm waiting to see, and some of y'all also could bear witness. I mentioned this a few weeks ago. You know, there's possibility maybe Mitch Rob could come back. Didn't I say that before it got all hyped? I said maybe Mitch Rob could come back at the end of the season, and if he does, remember I was telling you that? I said if he does, he come off the bench for 20 minutes. Shoot, man! And then you're talking about the top offensive rebounder in the league. Oh my gosh. I'm excited. I'm trying to contain my excitement. And if you're a Knicks fan, you need to be excited too. No, we don't need to make any more moves. We're good. Just wait on Mitch Rob. Wait on Mitch Rob. That's all we need to do. Wait on Mitch Rob. Okay? Tibbs needs to give JB some more rest. Yeah, I know he's a stubborn young man. He wants to play all and be the leader. JB, 32 minutes. Sit down, bro. Sit down for a minute. You know. And then share a couple minutes with Deuce out there. Y'all be all right. That's all I'm saying. I think we'll be good. Odell, the best. This is the key thing about it. You mentioned, he said, is this Juju's team or JB's team? It's JB's team. But JB's not lording it over everybody. It's JB's team. But he's not lording it over the rest of the team. He's being real cool. He's being inclusive. And yeah. So yeah, Walter Wright. That's right. 7 home games, 2 road games to finish January. And the 2 road games, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think they're like a back-to-back, right? Let me see. They got Charlotte on the 29th, Brooklyn on the 23rd. Yeah, and that's it for January. They play in Brooklyn and Charlotte. Now, y'all know Brooklyn is like a home game. But they do have, you know, they got a back-to-back this Wednesday and Thursday. They got a back-to-back on January 29th, a Monday at Charlotte. They come back home to play Utah. So that's a back-to-back. But really, this is a good schedule for the Knicks. This is really a good schedule for the Knicks. So, yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna see what happens, but I'm liking the way this is rolling, man. This is really sizing up well. And what I like too is that, like I said, we don't need to make any changes. Just let this team gel. Just let them gel. Give them a chance to gel and stop tripping whenever they lose. They're not going to win all of the rest of the games, okay? They're not going to win 41 straight, but just let them gel. Just let them gel, okay? Last night, the Knicks played horrible. horrible. Really. Julius Randle sucked on the defensive end. I mean, him and Dante stunk. I was just getting frustrated watching. But they won the game. Okay? They sucked against Dallas. They played terrible defense against Dallas. And they lost, but they fought back from 20-something down, 21 down to get to 1 point. We were just one defensive rebound away from being able to win that game. I like how we doing, man. Now we good. Yeah, we good. We just need to roll. Now, when you get to May and June, you evaluate what your team looks like. You evaluate what your weaknesses are. You evaluate then what you might need to do next summer. Okay, but you don't do that right now. Right now, you good. You just leave it alone and you let it roll. You hope everybody stays healthy and you go to the end of the year. And then you look back and say, okay, where could we improve? Who's available? And how can we upgrade the team? Because upgrade could just mean keep the same team. Some people don't understand that. Upgrade could just mean keep the same team, which means you just have a continuity with the same team and they'll be better next year. Remember, OG's only played like he wouldn't have played a whole season with the Knicks. This is the first year Josh Hart is playing a whole season with the Knicks. So you got to, if you could get both of those guys plus everybody else coming into camp, knowing their roles, knowing where they're going to play, everybody understands what they're going to do, that's really going to be good. It's really going to be good. Okay, so this is good, man. Let's just see what we could do. Y'all, we're in a good spot. Y'all should be happy. I'm cautiously happy because I don't want to see anybody get hurt. That's my only thing. In terms of talent, the Knicks could beat anybody. Okay? And I'm not buying into all this BS on ESPN. Are they in the upper echelon yet? Well, I don't think so. I mean, come on. Shut up. I mean, you don't hear that the Knicks complete with the Philadelphians? I'm like, what the hell? What is wrong with some of these people? The Knicks can compete with anybody in the league. Now, right now, I would take them against anybody. There's nobody I would say, oh my God, can they win 1 out of 7? No, there's nobody. Nobody. Not Boston, not Milwaukee, nobody. That I don't have that confidence that Knicks can't win that series. They can beat everybody. Anybody in the league, they can win. And that's saying something. Couldn't say that, for a long time. Again, with the Knicks. You could say it this year. They can beat anybody in a 7-game series. They can, okay? There's no upper echelon they can't beat right now. And the more these guys play together, the more chance they have of being even better by the time you get to the playoffs. So we're going to see. Yeah. So they spanked Philly. They beat a completely healthy Minnesota team who's #1 in the West. Come on, y'all. I mean, come on. And we just hitting stride. The more Tom keeps pulling on that Deuce card, the better we're going to be, y'all. Do I think Josh Hart will stay in New York to retire? I don't know. That's hard to say because Josh this is his final year of his old deal. So he's got 3 guaranteed years after this in New York. So I don't know. We'd have to see. It's hard to predict these things with him, a guy like that. He's a favorite of Tom Thibodeau. As long as he's healthy and he's playing the game and you still got Brunson here, I don't know if they would ever move him in that 3-year time span, but that's actually good. That's continuity again, right? So I don't see why they would. And I'm answering who answered? Corey asked that question. I don't see why they would move him in the next 3 seasons. His contract is guaranteed for 3 years. The 4th year is a team option. Same with Dante. Dante's contract is good for 2 more seasons after this, and he's got a 4th year team option. So at least for 2 seasons, you're going to have this same crew. Now, and thanks for asking. Michael Drake asked for my dad. My dad is doing good. I was just telling my wife yesterday. Unfortunately, there's 2 things that will affect how I sleep. If the Knicks lose, I'm not going to like it. If my dad is sad, I'm not going to like it. And I realized that for my father, I just realized that this week I left his house. Was it Friday? I think it was Friday. No, it was a Friday or Thursday. I left his house and I was happy. And I wasn't feeling like, y'all know, I was very emotional about my dad. And I still would be. But it's different now. I think I realized that since he's come back home and I got his care set up and everything is set up and he's happy, I'm happy. I didn't think he was real happy in that rehab, and I definitely wasn't happy with them in that rehab and in the place he was at. I wasn't happy there, and I don't think he was. And I think with him being sick, that was contributing to my sadness. But when I left him on Friday, I felt good. I was smiling because he was joking. You know, he hates, like, for me to give him, well, we give him a shower twice a week. So I got to make a long story. I got to put him in this thing called a Hoyer lift. It's a thing that lifts him out of bed and then can set him in the shower chair. And then I bring him to his shower, and then the CNA bathes him, right? And he hates that thing. You know, he hates being lifted up. Every time I lift him, he says, "Hey, wait, what you doing? What you doing?" I said, "Pop, I told you go take a shower." And he said, "You better get the hell out of here." And then I got him in the shower, right? And he said, "You full of shit." I said, "All right, Pop, but you got a shower though." You know, and he was all comfortable when he got in the shower with his robe on. I said, "See, but see that kind of stuff." My wife said, "How could you listen to them talk to you like that?" I said, "You don't understand, man. To me, that's all love. You know your pops, you know your fam. That's all love, man. You know what I mean? That's all love." So to me, when he's talking like that, my aunt texted me and said, "How's your dad, Justin's sister? How your dad?" I said, "He's feeling his old ornery self." And she's like, "Oh, that's good." Because that means he's feeling good, man. So yeah, thank y'all for answers. Thanks for your thoughts and prayers. He's doing good, man. In fact, and matter of fact, when he had the stroke, he could not have any solid food. He could only have liquid, and they liquefied the food. And after about a month, he refused to eat. He's like, and he lost like 40, more than 40. He lost like 50 pounds. And we were concerned. Well, this week he ate sandwich, and he grabbed it with his own left hand. He's working on his right. He ate a sandwich, and he's eating solid food, and he's chewing it up. He ate chicken. He's doing good. No, he's doing good. And that's why I told my wife, if my pops was to die in this state, it would be very devastating to me, but I'm much more happier because I know he's happy and he's in a good spot. You can't really ask for more than that, So yeah, thank you all for your thoughts and prayers. My dad is doing good, man. He's doing real good. I'm gonna go over there and see him. Like after we finish here, I'm gonna go over there and see him. And then I know he's gonna have something to say. See what he needs and pick up some stuff from the store for him and see what's going on. But yeah, he's doing really good. Thank you all for your thoughts and prayers. Really appreciate it. He's really doing good, man. From last summer when he had the stroke and the heart attack, there's two different things, like completely different, So he's doing much better, man. Yeah, it's really a blessing, man. Like I said, every day I get to spend with my father is a good day. It's a good day. I don't care what he says. That's my wife. I said, "Mom, you don't understand." She don't understand that because she didn't come from that type of family, but I did. So to me, I don't care if he's cursing at me. I don't care what. I just laugh because, I'm not no kid anymore, grown man. And to me, that just means he's being himself, So he said, "You ain't put me, you full of shit." I said, "Pop, I'm taking care. I'm not going to let you go. I got you. I'm putting him in the shower." He said, "What are you doing?" But then when he got the shower done, he was sitting there chilling. I said, "Oh, look at you now. You just chilling now, huh?" Oh, man. So it's all good, man. All good. Really, really all good. Again, thank you all for your thoughts and prayers. They really were appreciated. He's doing really good, man. Yeah, that's right, Trip Moore. That's exactly right. He's in New York, man. That's exactly what he is. That's exactly what he is. So I'm very happy. Like I said, I was laughing coming from his house Friday. I didn't go over there yesterday, but I'm gonna go over there in a few minutes. But man, I was so happy that he was happy, man. Sitting in there with the CNA and eating his food and enjoying his TV. Everything is good, man. Thank you, OG. I appreciate it. Yeah, but yeah, real good, man. Real good. Real good. Very happy. He's happy. I'm happy. Everybody's happy. Yep. That's right. That's right, Brother Lonnie. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. I appreciate all the love, though. Y'all really good in that regard. Lots of love. Appreciate that. Appreciate that greatly, man. Yeah. So anyway, let me go see him. I'm getting ready to go see him. Yeah. Oh, he loves the CNA. I got there's 3 CNAs that come, they rotate during the week, but this is one. She's the one that's there the most. Whenever she get ready to go home, he's like, "Where you going? Where you going?" He likes her, and she got certain trunk space that he likes. I can see his eyes. That's what I said. I said, "Oh, you feeling real good now." Because when she walks away, he's looking at the trunk space, man. And I was like, oh, I see you feeling real good now. And he started laughing. I said, "Oh, you feeling real good now, Pops." So he likes her. He likes her a lot. He's like, "Where's she going? Where's she going?" I said, "Pops, she got to go home sometime, She got to go home sometime." Yeah. Pops is something else, man. He's something else. Most when you see people meet him, now he's getting visitors from from the facility, like the facility. But we're in a plant called Plantation. We're in Plantation. There's 2,800 houses. But he had friends now. They come to visit. It's all good. Man. Next door neighbor came over. It's all good, So they're much more happier now. Yeah, that is true. That is OG, man. No doubt. Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt at all. Nuh-uh. So yeah, he's enjoying it. He loves the CNA. There's one he doesn't like, and it's not her fault because she's the one that comes when we get ready to give him the bath. And he don't like to see her because he getting ready to get a bath. And I said, "Pop, I'm not gonna let you see it and stink, man. You gonna get a bath, okay?" You gotta deal with stuff like that. Just telling you, if you haven't dealt with it before, you're gonna deal with stuff like that. Don't pay attention to anything they say. They're gonna say some stuff, man, but it's all good. It's all good, man. All love, y'all. All love. All love. Well, thank you all for hanging out with us today. We really had a good time. How much better can life be right now, y'all? The Knicks are in very good shape. We got news that Mitch Rob might be coming back in March sometime. We are Deuce is balling and he's getting appreciated by Tibbs. How much better can life be right now? Okay, the Knicks just finished 39 games, 23-16. We doing good, man. Really, life is good in New York. We're going to the game on February 14th here in Orlando against the Magic. I got 2 tickets. One of my brothers is supposed to be coming with me. So he's coming up from Connecticut. And me and him supposed to be going to the game together. So that's all good. That brother from another mother type dude, my brother. And so we're going to be hanging out there. Yeah. We're going to be at the game on February 14th against the Orlando Magic. It's all good, man. We doing good, Knicks Nation. Be happy. Be thankful. We've been in worse situations, way worse than this. Don't worry. Be glad, man. Thank you all. Cash Out James, Guilford, Coach Hauser, Chris Dead, Charles Dead. Sorry, I said Chris. Project. All y'all, man. Appreciate the love. It's been real. And all y'all that gave your dollars, I appreciate that greatly. I'm trying to look to see if I can see your names, but I couldn't. But yeah, man. Thank you all very much. Y'all really help a brother get through hard times. Yeah, you really help a brother get through hard times. Yeah, Corey, thank you, man. You all help. Brother Lonnie, thank you. We're all good, man. Please be safe out there. Enjoy what's left of your weekend. It goes by fast. Time flies fast. Let's get this W tomorrow, NYK. Shalom.